I understand that on the issue of casinos, you seem to be a little different on the implementation, but could both of you talk to me about your justification for casinos in New Hampshire?
Right now, we actually have expanded gaming going on in the state of New Hampshire, and it's being done under the auspices of our charitable gaming laws in the state. In fact, you travel all around the state, you'll see, if you went to Rockingham today and walked in, you'd probably ask the question, we don't have expanded gaming in the state of New Hampshire. I mean, they have an entire floor of poker, blackjack, roulette. So it's happening in the state. It's over in Seabrook, it's in Manchester, it's in Nashua, it's in areas of the North Country as well. So the reality is we do have it here already, but it's highly unregulated. And what I've said is that if we're going to have it here, it needs to be a regulated plan and something that works for the state. And just one other thing of note too, because I know Ovid had mentioned this is an election year conversion. It's not. When I've opposed it in the past, the two reasons I opposed it is, number one, I said I don't want to see proliferation. And what we had under all the plans that were being brought previously is things like, 6 casinos, tens of thousands of slot machines, and that's not what I want to see for the state of New Hampshire. The other thing too is all those previous plans had all of the revenues going into the general fund, increasing on state programs and state spending. And that's why I put parameters around what exactly that I would support, which is consistent with what I've said in the past.
The issue, I think the question is, why would we support expanding gaming to include slot machines? And that's what this is. That's what the question is. There is a lot of charity gaming around the state, and probably most notably at Rockingham Park. Rockingham Park is a 100-year-old facility. It's been the site of gaming for that many years. Most of it horse racing. And over the course of time, the economy, the economics of gaming has changed. I don't support having expanding gaming throughout our state. It's an economic development issue for Rockingham as far as I'm concerned, which is why I'm open to it there. And why I would say to our leaders who believe that that's an appropriate place to have expanded gaming, to bring a bill forward that makes it possible to do it there with proper controls, taking the revenues, offsetting existing expenses, whether it's funding the I-93 expansion, targeting aid to public education, or lowering business taxes. But if we go beyond one site, we are opening up our state to proliferation. And that's what I don't support. We need a focused leadership effort here dealing with this issue. And then the people of Salem should weigh in and make sure that they want this. Thank you.
Can I just have one opportunity? Because this is a very important issue. And I think it's very important that the candidates are making themselves straight with the people they're going to be voting for. It was only a few months ago that we were both on a boat together, the Mount Washington, and we were asked this question about what we would support. And you can YouTube the video. And what Ovid said is that he supported that one site at Rockingham Park, but then if it worked there, he would be open to more sites in the state in the future. So I think it's very important that you understand the consistency of how we're answering this question and know that, to figure out where exactly our positions are on it. And I would encourage everyone in the audience to do your due diligence on both of us on a lot of the issues before you make your vote on September the 11th.
And I'm actually grateful for this opportunity, if I may. I think that the bill that we should be passing is one that has a condition precedent in it. It should not have one bill that has 2 or more opportunities for expanded gaming. But if after implementing it, if we do go this direction, and we have the controls in place, and we've tested it, and it seems to work, and the social ills that people are fearful of aren't there, or they're controlled and dealt with, then we can make a decision as to whether or not we expand somewhere else. And that's the way you do it in business. You wouldn't expand a line and overextend yourself. You test it, make sure the market supports it, and then you'd see what the market is further. But I think the one bill should be limited to that one site, and then we can make a decision later on down the road. But it should not leave open in that one bill that we're definitely going to be going 2, 3, 4 casinos. And that's an important distinction. And this is an issue for this area, there's no question about it. Thank you.